Hey, Nickie Brown here, no matter where you are and no matter what part of the world you're in. I hope that you're having a good day. So I just stumbled upon Princella the Queen Maker today, and I've watched a few videos with her in it, mainly reaction videos. And then I'm watching a video that she did on Sonetta's channel. And it's so refreshing. Just like Dane Calloway, it's so refreshing to hear somebody who is on the same page, who has the same understanding as you, and is not trying to gaslight you for telling the truth or belittle you or make you feel, like you don't know what you're talking about, and just bringing up irrelevant things that don't make any sense, right? It's so refreshing to hear. She's basically, people want to pretend that a lot of men are good, and I said this in a video. If it wasn't earlier, it was yesterday. What good is relative, because for me, someone who cheats, someone who lies all the time is not a good person, right? That's not a good person. Just because this person goes to work and pays bills, but they still are, have some unrighteous and ungodly behavior, that's not a good person to me. One of the things that she focuses on is the violence that men display toward women, and that violence could become in the form of verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, and even financial abuse. And this is one of the reasons why we're here now, because our great grandmothers and grandmothers, they were the Stepford wives. They stayed home, and they were taken care of, but many of them were abused. Their needs were not being met. And so they taught their daughters not to do the same thing. They taught their daughters to get an education and not have to depend on a man to take care of you. So men had to find a different way to manipulate and control. Many still lead with money, because a lot of women, that's, what they call pick-me's or pick-meshas, whatever. A lot of them will do anything for money. And so men know that, and they take advantage of it. And please, of course, it's not all. It's never all of anything. Please don't be ridiculous in the comment section and say, oh, it's not all. Of course it's not all. Don't be ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That shows emotional unintelligence, because you're now changing the subject from what the real issue is and making it about something that it's not. That's what gaslighting is all about. And people are tired of people gaslighting. And then you'll say, oh no, that's you gaslighting. Oh no, you're projecting. You'll repeat what the other person said. You probably don't even know what gaslighting and projection is in terms of psychology. But just because you heard someone else say it, you're going to repeat it and say, oh no, you're doing that. It's like a child. Oh, if you hit me, my mother said hit you back. It's so childish to change the subject and not stay on the topic and make it about something that it's not. And people don't even realize. And then when somebody distances themselves from you or doesn't talk to you anymore, you wonder why. It's a little ridiculous. Or they say, oh, well, women do it too. But right now, we're not talking about women. But the reality is a lot of women are now doing it because men did it for so long. It gives certain women a sense of power and control to do it back to men. It's like, I'm not going to let him use me or take advantage of me. I'm going to do it first. It's cause and effect. It's not the natural nature of a woman to be that way. It is not her natural nature. But women have been screwed over for so long that this is their way of taking their power back. And a lot of times men think that they're really getting over. And a lot of times women are smarter than you. They're playing the game better than you. They're watching you play the game and they're playing it better than you. And you think you're so smart and so slick that you're getting over on all women when really that's not always the case. If you're in a relationship and you're cheating, she's probably cheating at the same time you're cheating because she knows about how long it's going to take before you get back from your excursion. She's also talking about how a large majority of women were touched as children, and some by their own fathers. And a lot of the women today who are homosexual, they're homosexual because they don't trust men. That happens. If you ask a good majority of the women, and even men too, but we're talking about women right now. If you ask a large majority of the women, they were touched as a child. And I've said this before. Some people follow in the same footsteps, and some people rebel against it. Some people just completely withdraw. That's why you have a lot of women who are single and don't want to be in a relationship. It's not because they can't find a man. It's not because they can't keep a man. They don't want to be bothered with foolishness. Then you have a whole lot of women who say, oh, Jesus is my man, which I don't agree with. But this is the reason why they don't feel safe. They don't feel protected. The very people who are supposed to make them feel safe and make them feel protected don't. They just use and abuse them. Again, whether it be verbal, mental, physical, financial. Everybody doesn't want to deal with abuse. Yes, there are some women who will allow themselves to be abused and they will stay. Because their mother stayed, their grandmother stayed, and that's what they think that they're supposed to do. But not all women are built like that. And again, some women will turn around and play the game that you're playing and play it better than you. And then your ego gets bruised. But it was okay when you were doing it? No, it's not okay. If you don't want somebody to do it to you, why are you doing it to other people? Because then when it comes to you, you're going to get that karma back 10 times worse than you dished it out. 10 times. 10 times. And a lot of people, when they get the karma back, they don't even realize it's their karma. They say, oh, I don't believe in that. Just because you don't believe in something does not mean it doesn't exist. Does not mean it's not real. There are laws of the universe, and one of the laws of the universe is cause and effect. You could call it you reap what you sow, an eye for an eye, or however you want to say it. It all means the same thing. That is going to come back around to you. And it might not be right away. It could be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years down the line. You might be 70 years old and you decide, oh, I'm going to really be serious about a woman finally in my life. And she play you like a fiddle. And you get blindsided because you're thinking, oh, a 70-year-old woman would never play this game. But you played so many games with people, it's going to eventually come back to you. And if it doesn't come back to you personally, it's going to come back to your mama, your sister, your daughter, your granddaughter, your great-granddaughter. Somebody that you really love. Somebody that you actually do want to protect. It's going to come back around to that person. And you're going to have to sit there and watch that person be hurt. And it's going to hurt you knowing that there's nothing you can do about it. Because you did it to somebody else's daughter. You didn't care. So the man that do it to your daughter, granddaughter, great-granddaughter, he's not going to care either. He's going to do the same thing. But people don't take that into consideration. And like she said in the video, this is not about black men, white men, Chinese. This is about men, period. Because all y'all do some of the same stuff. It doesn't matter the nationality. You're either a good person or you're not, period. And a good person has good character, integrity, respect. If you don't respect somebody, you're going to do wrong by them. But then that's for women to be empowered and see, you know, I keep saying, get to know these people. If you decide to date outside your race, that's fine, but that's not the answer. That's not the solution, because men are men, period. A lot of times people feel like, oh, well, if I just date outside my race, that'll be better. No, not necessarily. You might be treated worse because other cultures don't have the same American mindset. Sometimes the mindset is worse because you have some men that really want you to feel inferior to them, like you're beneath them. There's a lot of that in, you know, male culture. You have to take your time to get to know these people. Sometimes people will meet. There are people who are meeting each other in the same day or within the same week. They're having sex with each other. And then you're having sex with so many people, that energy is attached to you. And then you don't even know why you have outbursts or why you have an attitude. You have energies all over you. You can't wash that off. It doesn't matter if your tool is external. You still can't wash off energy. I've said this before too. There was a Caucasian guy who was dating a melanated girl that I work with. He was a manager. She was a regular associate, right? He starts sleeping with her. Now, up until this point, I felt like he was pretty professional. We were the same age. And she was about 10, 15 years younger. I don't know where it comes from, and I've said this in another video before, but I guess a TV show or something. But she would go, Brook! So he's talking, you know, like to some of the other supervisors. And I don't know if anybody else caught it, but I caught it. He made that same noise that she does. That's ghetto, ignorant foolishness. Brook! And I was like, wow. Because her energy is now attached to him. So now he's doing things that she does. He's saying things that she does. But y'all think that doesn't happen to y'all because y'all tool is external and you think you can wash it off, right? That's funny. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.